Hello, besties. TSM Pangelia here. Let's choose to love despite of. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my vlog. Today, I want to talk about a topic that is often misunderstood. Love in spite of. So we live in a world, where love is often seen as a conditional emotion. We love those who love us back, and we withhold love from those who don't meet our expectations. But besties, as Christians, we are called to a different kind of love. A love that goes beyond our feelings and desires. So in Romans 5:10, it says, "For if when we were enemies, we were reconciled to God through the death of His Son," much more, having been reconciled, we shall be saved by His life. So this verse reminds us, besties, that even when we were enemies of God, He loved us enough to send His Son to die for us. God's love is not based on our actions or worthiness, but on His own character and nature. So the word love, is often used to describe a playful and whimsical expression of sentiment. It's a word we use casually without much thought. But the biblical concept of love, expressed by the Greek word agape, is something much, much deeper. Agape love is unconditional love. It is a love, that rise above the feelings and seeks the best outcome for others. So it is a love that can be expressed even towards our enemies. So in Colossians 1 verses 21 to 22, it says, "Once you were alienated from God and were enemies in your minds, because of your evil behavior, but now He has reconciled you by Christ's physical body through death to present you holy in His sight, without blemish and free from accusation." So this passage, besties, reminds us that we were once enemies of God, but through Christ's sacrifice, we have been reconciled to Him. We didn't deserve God's love, but He loved us anyway. So how, besties, does this apply to our daily lives? Besties, in Romans 12 verse 10, it tells us, "Be devoted to one another in love, honor one another above yourselves." So as followers of Christ, we are called to love one another unconditionally. Regardless of how others treat us, we are called to honor and respect one another, putting their needs above our own. Now, I know this is easier, This is easier said than done. Loving unconditionally can be quite challenging, especially when we encounter difficult people or face rejection, But let's remember that God's love for us, besties, is our example. He loved us when we were unlovable, and He calls us to do the same for others. So as you go about your day, besties, I encourage you all to look for opportunities to love unconditionally. It could be a kind word, to someone who has hurt you in the past, an act of service, for someone in need, or simply choosing to forgive and let go of past hurts. So let's strive to love in spite of, just as God has loved us. Besties, this statement emphasizes that love is not solely based on emotions or feelings, but it is a conscious decision that we make every single day. It encourages us to choose to love unconditionally, regardless of our circumstances or challenges we may face. So Besties, from a biblical perspective, this idea, okay, aligns with the teachings of Jesus Christ, okay? In the Bible, Jesus teaches about the importance of love, and besties commands his followers to love one another. For example, in John chapter 13, verses 34 to 35, Jesus says, "A new command I give you, love one another as I have loved you. So you must love one another. So by this, besties, everyone will know that you are my disciples if you love one another." So this verse, besties, highlights that love is not just a feeling, but a deliberate action that should be demonstrated towards others. Okay, so Jesus sets the example of this unconditional love by sacrificing himself for humanity on the cross in Calvary. And he expects his followers to imitate his love in their relationships with others. So additionally, my besties, the concept of choosing to love unconditionally is also reflected in other biblical passages. Okay, for instance, in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 4 to 7, known as the love, okay, chapter, the Apostle Paul describes the characteristics of love, stating that it is patient, kind, not seeking, and endures all things. So these qualities, my besties, imply that love is a choice and requires intentional effort to exhibit them consistently. So in summary, besties, the statement emphasizes that love goes beyond mere feelings, and it requires a daily decision to love unconditionally. This aligns with biblical teachings that emphasize the importance of choosing to love others, okay, as Jesus loved us. Besties, thank you so much, okay, for joining me today. Okay, and I hope that this message has encouraged and challenged you. Okay, remember, love is not just a feeling, but it is a choice we make every single day. Let's choose to love unconditionally in spite of everything. Besties, until next time, take care and God bless. Love you all.